Morning, everybody. Welcome to ABC123Trader. We'll be starting in a couple of minutes here. And what we'll do, we'll just transition right away into risk disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. And hopefully I can teach you guys. Good morning, Nisham. Good morning, Nisham. And so this video is going to be for educational purposes only, and we'll go from there. And the risk disclaimer, remember, try to trade with money that you want to possibly win or lose. I don't know whatever they're saying is. But anyways, let's get going here early here. And let's see what's going to happen in the market today. Holy, that's a loudspeaker. Okay, I got to turn that volume down.
A sharp, said GM Jose.
Let's see if Jose is up. Actually, he's up. I was just talking 2 minutes ago. Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Mr. Mike here. And let's start taking a look at the NASDAQ futures. I'm going to do NASDAQ, and I'm going to change a few charts. One for ES. I'm going to try to get an ESYM and NQ chart going here, because I've been trying to teach you guys different types of trading theories, and you know I do NQ, and NQ is my favorite because I've been doing it for so long. I like making the quick money. You can see me take high risk as well, but I'm used to it. Morning, Heinz. How are you doing? Hope everything's going good. Speaking about that, what I did on the Discord this morning, I dropped off my workspace, and it should be in templates or something. So every chart that I have on right now, it's exactly the same. If you guys want to peel them off one at a time, find out what you guys need. But I just threw everything up there. I was going to do one template at a time, and I said, forget it. I'll just give you the whole workspace, and then you can save templates accordingly. See if it can work for you guys. Anyways, what we're going to do, first I want to just transition before we go through the news, just to see exactly what's happening here. Alrighty. So as you can see, last night the market cruised up, and we're in the buy phase here. And it was all choppy, and it was frustrating. I was going to do a trade later. I was thinking of my 12:51 o'clock, but she just cruised up, so I actually didn't even really trade yesterday. So I did a quick trade this morning. Oh, actually, it's on there. Should shut that off there. So I'm trying to show you education stuff here. Sorry, guys. There we go. And yeah, so right now we're in a consolidation, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this, and just thinking about certain things about pullback trading and everything. But let's go back. Whoops, wrong chart. Sorry, guys, have to do this one time. Okay. So let's look at what's happening here. Market's all shooting up here. Stock rises major averages. Now they're talking about GameStop and all these guys lying to us and all that other stuff. And then now they're showing some good. U.S. economy adds 49,000. And we'll go from there. I gotta rewatch this one. Windwards fan. Okay, so everything looks green. It's Friday. Everybody's happy for once, hopefully, in the markets at least. GameStop's happy. They can do their trading, but Robinhood's going to lose everything. So that's good. Now, what I want to show you today, before we get into the daily chart, I do look at this chart, this NQ. Well, let's say NQ here. But I do look at a 1 minute chart, because this is how I train my brain for the longest time. And on the indicators here today, guys, just on NQ, I got a number of them. Well, we can get rid of square 9. I'll get rid of square 9 for now, because I was teaching you guys that. But we're going to look at Market maker, high volume delta, stop out, market open, market scanner, day trend, trend cloud. Okay. Now, depending if the market harmonics is working well, remember I want you to understand a couple of things. I rely on this map quite a bit, guys. Okay. Right now, you see a lot of times because I'm a more sensitive time frame of a 1 minute. But what you'll notice is when you get, like I said, when you get into groupings of these times, see how it's chopping here? It's a little shifted right now. We can adjust it. But then you see the vibration. If you look at 849 here, look where it's peaked at 849, and she dropped like a stone. Look at, and we're not at 944, so we're at 935. Market open just activated. And then what I will look for, I'll show you where I think my trade is today, and I don't think I might even be doing a trade. We'll check top of the hour. This is a very, very, very critical line here. On a 1 minute, it works amazing. She might be, this can actually be a buy limit tap out, guys. As you can see how she just tapped, buy out, and you could have been 5, 10 points, 200, 250, $300 up right now. That's how critical this line is. Before I started doing, you know, the volumetrics and everything, especially for education, because I really have to focus when I'm trading, is this is actually a trade I do. Okay. Now she's breaking. This would have been the first minute, 300. You could have walked away for the day. But I will show you why. On the trend cloud, I have this line. Okay. Come on, focus properly. Better focusing properly. Perfect. And as you can see, once you start crossing over, and this is all that ugly chop that one day, and I said, and then it's 12 o'clock on. See how she's, when the wave is breaking, when this is chopped, because it's going back and forth through these zones. But to see how she taps and away she goes. Now this might do it again. Let's focus here. Let's go right to the end. It did it once. And now we're in this choppy zone here. And they're trying to break down. Let's see, if we waited, just even at 8:45 this morning, we could have taken this trade from 76 to 06. Okay? That's the first thing I wanted to show you guys. Let's go back. I'm just going to scroll back like crazy and see how these, there's two lines, the CL one, but I want to just focus on the blue today. Let's bring this down. And I'm going to crunch the screen just to find out if there's any hits. That's all I want to know. Let's focus. Crossing over, away we go. I want to see if it can hit again. Gets close within these two zones, see? Away we go. This one, third one right here. Never actually made it that time, and away you go. Crosses over. Now we're getting that bounce, support and resistance, and reverses. Attempt here, attempt here, attempt here. See how many times? 1, 2, 3. On a chop day, looks like we're going to lose everything. I'm not going to get into day trend, but see how she's vibrating up? Away we go again. Let's keep on going. Finally a crossover. See how she's just holding this line. Didn't work that well for the day. Let's keep on going. There you go. Pop down, vibration up, market maker in connection with this, away we go. And this is at evening trades. And I'm going to talk about evening trades again as well, because guys live in different parts of the world, right? So here's another one. So as you can see, but the key is the slope. Because once it's flat, you know, you never know, it's indecision. But if it's a nice slope and you seeing it come up like these aggressive bars, look how she taps to reverse. And it doesn't look like it's much, guys. And I use it on a 1 minute for sure. There's almost close to $400 within 1, 2, 3, 5, from 2 o'clock to 2:30. So, or let's say 20 minutes. So, boom, cold. Once again, tap, tap, go. It's one of the most conservative trades that you guys can do. Same thing like with the baseline. Big drop off, thinking we're losing our shirt, breaks down to market maker, bounces up, and away we go because we know our slope is still up. Did it again, second time. See, here you go. Looks.
Sean said you need a BTV by the dip indicator.
Yeah, by the dip indicator. I could actually, I think I actually had on this indicator, Isham, even on Trend Cloud, I think I do have an alarm on it. Let me take a look here. I think I did actually add it. So on Trend Cloud, let's see if I have a soundbite here. Trade change, re-entry. I think this, it could have been the, no, that was on the pink. I thought I had it on here. Maybe I had it on the VWAP. I'll have to take a look. But as you can see, I can do a thing on the Discord, maybe give you an alert. But as you can see, she bounces, goes again. And I just want to just keep on showing you here. Now the market's starting to fail. I don't want it to fail yet. I want it to bounce. Okay, son of a gun. Okay, and then as you can see here, tap, tap, tap. Playing around, breakdown, way we go. So I think you guys got it now. Now, as you can see, look at this. This morning while we're chatting, you want to look at the market, we're right in the market maker and see the support and resistance, the bounce. So they might be, this is actually possibly a breakdown, guys. So because it broke through really quick, but it has to come back up within this zone for a continuation. So we'll give it some time. We'll see what happens on top of the hour. Okay. My trade today, as you can see, I'm already up 5, so I might do another trade. When I see this wick, this is the other thing I want to show you guys. So you can see at 9:35, let's take our crosshairs, okay? Here's 9:35. Actually, she bounced early. So right at market open, you can see a little mini gap here. Let's see what happens at 9:44. It looks like 9:44. And if you think about it, just if it was a chart, this looks like a W pattern, right? Boom. You know, I'm going to do this on path, so you can understand what I'm looking for. Market goes down, bounces up, comes down, buyer is up. So if you think on the chart, maybe it goes down again, comes up. Guess what? There you go. There you go. Boom, boom. Come on, turn that off. Enter. There we go. So this could be our volatile W pattern. And you can see, so she might play this game. And if it doesn't, then so be it. But this is what I'm looking for. A lot of times whipping back and forth, knocking guys out. But look how long the beautiful run from 11 o'clock. And remember, I've been telling you guys day in and day out, top of the hour, top of the hour, top of the hour. And we can take our quick money here if we're right. And sometimes it doesn't happen. But isn't it nicer just to say, we're going to take one trade today. And if it's from 11 till 1 for 2 hours and let her run, I'll do that. I don't need to play this. And this is why I'm not trying to show you any trades on top or right at market open anymore. And if I miss that trade like yesterday, I don't care. Because even yesterday, let's switch over to yesterday. Transition. Whoops. I have to switch that. Okay. On transition. Oh, wrong chart. Go figure. Now, when you look at this one, see, this was the breakdown here. And now we're going to wait for the pullback. And I want to teach you one thing about this as well. So, as you can see, our energy is pushing down. Big bar, reversal candle. The only probably trade you would go from the reversal possibly from here, maybe, to this market, because you're fighting against the trend right now. But, and then look at what we're doing. Starting, the sell-off is starting. And this is thanks to Isham again, giving me deeper insight of my original indicators of creating this bar. So I'm giving Isham 2 thumbs up on this one. So, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute day trend is changing. 10 minutes, the one I like now. I'm finding out it's just conservative enough that we can wait for a trade like that happened a couple days ago before my phone call. So That's one of the keys. Now, what I want to show you from yesterday, even though I didn't even get any really trading in, remember all this drop? I said I'm tired of it. Look at 11 o'clock again. Let's do our 11 o'clock. Highlight Y. Is it highlight Y? Highlight X. 11 o'clock. You know, Isham, see how late this Pepe is? I tell you, man. Sleeping in all the time, biking, having good times. Anyways, that's Jose. So, but what I was trying to show you guys is 11 o'clock in the morning, all this noise that we didn't have to worry about, and that was the runner. I was waiting, like I said yesterday, for the 1 o'clock, nothing happened. So by the time I got back, I saw this, and I said, okay, whatever. It is what it is. Okay? And let's go back. And if you look at 11 o'clock yesterday, or the day before, here we go again. There's your 11 o'clock zone where the vibration is, working our way back up. Remember, this was the trade I wanted, and it looked like I took heat, and I finally made some profit with that phone call. Look how she went down. That was top of the hour again, guys. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock was slower from 12, and then look at this, 1 o'clock peak, somewhere around 2 o'clock is right here. Away we go. So we're looking at farther times. And so what's happening now, that was the initial sell-off. And as you can tell, we were in new records here, right, guys? So now let's take a look. I'm going to actually, maybe this might be easier for you guys to see. Let's open it right up here. Now let's see what's happening at 9:44. We're in 3 minutes here. So it was push down, 9:44. We're right into that market maker zone again. If it sells off the market maker this way big time, we can maybe get a good trade because we know this was the most current market maker for the breakdown, and away we go. Then of course we have resistance here, and then we're hitting all this liquidation down here. 1, 2, 3. And what these lines are, if you can't remember, those lines are where all this volume was. Oh, this was at yesterday before the big spike. So this was when it was sitting, when I was deciding to try to do my trade here, and I saw nothing happened. It was just holding, so I was a little frustrated, but it is what it is. And look how it wrapped up right at 636. See, it reversed on me. So what it actually did, it went this direction, even though it didn't look like nothing happened until right at the end. Let's see here. There's your volume spike right here. This little curl, look at that. A little more violent today. If you look at it from here to here, see how it works? And then they try to do it again for the final wash, and then now and then the funny thing is, it did burn down, as you can see how it burned down the same way with the red and the blue? See how she's burning down? And then you got your chop here. And let's see what happened at this time. Look at this, 826, guys. Look at this. Push it all the way back up. Now let's see what happened 1120. Consolidation. A big vertical spike. Go figure. Look how crazy this is. Big vertical spike. See? Explosion. Look at this. Explosion. Same thing. It was just off by a few minutes, but you could see it. And then chop. Boom, 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 boom. And that's what we don't care for. And this one is kind of doing, we see the dips markings, if they're close, and away we go. Now, oh, I got to reverse it again because I had it inverted. 944. See how she tried to follow this path the same way. 1007 to up 1032. And what we're going to do is we're going to let him do this zigzag pattern. And of course, you probably won't see me do a trade today because the way it's playing, But this is the time, I'll tell you guys, I am going to be looking for the 11 o'clock trade. This is the one I'm really excited about because I think if it does pull back at 10:32, the way the pattern is, if you look at it, path, they're playing this game. But if you look at it, if you think if it was a chart, we're going to do it here. Goes down, comes back up, comes down, comes back up, goes here, plays like this, does a big spike. And if you start thinking of Gartley patterns and all this stuff, comes back down, plays that big drop up, comes in here, and away you go. Now imagine, I don't know why it does that. I have to figure it there. Oops. Okay. Now if I take this line, and hopefully I can drag it up here. I don't know if I can. No, I can't. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at. Let him play this noise, whip everybody out, and because there's not much crazy movements, guys, away we go. Now, on this chart as well, if you look at it, our trend cloud is starting to form, and see how our yellow line is breaking down, which is good. So that means we're already on a nice slope here, and this slope is could be playing like this for a while, so we'll let them get within this zone and break down. And then what you can do, guys, is this green bar here. Actually, you know what I want to see is, I just want to see if it changes the number on it. Just reloading it. Let's see what happens here. No, it's the right number. Technically, this zone here, what this represents, this green box, this very light green box, it represented. Let's see where I was. I'm going to open it up so you can understand. And my criteria that I created was, do you see this high volume bar? And another high volume bar, and another high volume bar. I need 3 high volume bars in order for this box to be created. If it was only 1, I don't care. It means we had quite a bit of price action bouncing back and forth. On this one is 3 minutes. If I go to a 5-minute candle, then it would have been 15 minutes. And then what I'm looking for is this 54 was the net delta of buying and selling. Out of all that noise, there was 54 more buying contracts than selling. That's how low it is, because we are only at 6:30 in the morning. But then what it will do is we played within this bounce range. And then when you do that and you're marking them, then you know to say, with all this fighting, there could be more fighting in that zone. And so in this range here that I created, we're going to see what the reaction is. One trade you can do, if you guys want to do a trade, remember, look at top of the hour. If you guys have your volumetrics, look at your volumetrics. I strongly recommend learning how to use this volumetrics, guys. It's very handy for NASDAQ. And then what you can do is, once you're within a certain area, market open price, see how she's breaking up here. Remember, this is what I call banker's candle. If it is going to be true, sharp drop off, bring it back on here, get within maybe this zone here, or wherever the high was, possibly. Let me see here. So place a rectangle. Actually, I'll just do a region, getting used to these region things. So we're going to go from here to here for now. And you can see we're from here to here. This is technically, in theory, a double top right here. From the wick. It's not the wick, it's the body of the candle. From there to there, within a tick. Okay? It's one of two things. Is it going to follow this? Or is it going to get to this region? Because there's liquidity up here, and there's most definitely liquidity up here. Because they already did one punch, they break this down. And then what we'll do, we're not at top of the hour yet. We've got 10 minutes yet, so let them do this See if this pattern is following. So we're at 10 o'clock. Right now, it's a little shifted, but from here, 9:44, a little bit late. So it's kind of delayed a bit by a few minutes. And as you can see, she's bouncing. I mean, you can make money doing this, guys, going back and forth, but I'd rather just grab one, take a less trade, you know, trade less, grab one, and just let her ride. And then you don't have to try to scalp every little trade. Some people are good scalpers. Okay, so that's it for that trade. Now, the reason why I'm going to look for confirmation, because we haven't gone through all the charts, 9 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So it's supposed to be a sell-off. 6 o'clock to 9 did work. This 7 till 3 did work. And then 3, this is our third fail out of those 15. Was it a total fail? Yeah, it was. So it failed all night, but 6 and 9 worked. So 9, let's see if 9 till 7 works today. Now, the other thing I want to show you guys, where we are, I actually had the number up here. I'll do it again. Imagine if you just have one contract on the swing scanner. Remember, I tell you the swing scanner is so important, guys. If you can get to trust it. 444 points. If you just put one contract in and let it run. Once you cross that line, you don't want it to go. If you're on the wrong side of the trade, you want to be on the right side. So you have to watch and have an alarm or whatever. You can set alerts or whatever at a price point. But imagine that. So technically by the third day, so you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to make 444 points. 2,000 per 100. So you're at 9 grand there. Not bad. One contract. If you can let her ride. Just to give you a heads up on there. If I was up 9 grand like that, hitting the top of the market, I'm going to put that 9 grand away. So top-down approach. You start top-down. Now there's stupid doji again. You can tell she's getting exhaustion because we have, how many more days left? We got another 7 days. So in 7 days on Friday, they might do a sell-off like this. Still try to push it up even higher before we get to this zone. And what I can do now, no, the midline isn't showing. I got to do that update. So we're halfway through. So I'm going to go like this. It looks like around halfway. So this was our move on the first half. Now there might be consolidation on the second half. It's usually consolidation move. So there might be some pull downs now. Now let's take a look. I'm going to move that back. Where we are right now. Are we almost top the hour? 8 minutes top the hour. We'll see what's happening. So if we've taken that reversal from this, which you can, let's see, roll here. Let's see where we would have been. Just curious. So you've been up 200 bucks right there. Still playing with it. But I'm gonna let them play those back and forth games until I get to the 11 o'clock hour. Then I'll know. So. And she is curling a little bit. Okay, now let's take a look at the other chart here. Okay, bring that one over. That one. Where are you? This one. Yeah. I'll just drag it over constantly right now. Alrighty. That's 5 minute. Good, 5 minute chart. So as you can see, even on the 5 minute, we're starting to break down. And I want to see top of the hour. Let's see what our times are. I don't like that. First major candle. A lot of volume of resistance. See, they have to go through those levels. And away you go. Let's see, there's your breakdown, right? You can always, if you guys are risk takers or use micros, you can always try to take a trade first thing on the market open price and go for it. See where the nice thing was? And I should have had this chart in the morning to show you. London session, market open. See how the first minute tapped it and away you went? And it went through here, went through here, went through here, and it'll probably hit here because this is Asian session, guys. This is a 8 p.m. trade, 8 p.m. So they're going to push it down at least to here, but they'll probably play it up, like I said, maybe until 11 o'clock, and then they'll do their sell-off. Okay, and then where are we on the 1 minute chart? You can see everything is on the red now, breaking the baseline. Market open price. They're still playing this game. We'll go to, there's that 15-second chart. As you can see, perfectly right on the money. Tapping baseline cloud. And look at this, guys. We're flat today. Flat market right now. Okay. All that craziness this morning. Now we're a little to the negative. Not even top of the hour yet. It needs to break this zone. Once it starts breaking there, we could possibly get into a trade. And then I'm going to want to teach you a little bit about two things here. Wow. Let's take a look here. Crazy, 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 crazy. Just give me a second, guys. Just finally breaking, eh? Pull back, guys. Just give a nice pullback. Don't want it to drop like a stone yet. Okay, so this is a 4-range chart. And the beautiful thing about a 4-range chart is when you're getting to the super micros, on NQ, you can always adjust it. So yesterday, when the trade started at 11 o'clock, see how she's vibrating, and then it does a big pullback. See how she hits it right in the zone, and then you can go again right in the zone, and away you go. Deep retracement, vibrating, takes off, and it was a lot of vibration in this zone, but right at 11:44, you're off to the races. And once the rhythm starts, guys, see how it taps literally on the line? The little square on the line, little square on the line. And if you feel nervous, you can take very little risk, and you could put a limit order right on the blue line, guys. And once it gets going, you're off to the races. Right now, we had a lot of chop, and she's just dropping, and it's driving me crazy. I want to let it come back up. But see how this whole morning while we were talking, oh yeah, we're at top of the hour, so we'll have to find out what's going to happen here. This could be the pullback on top of the hour. And right now it's a little choppy. She was breaking down. It might tap here for a continuation down. We don't know, but you look to the left to trade the right. So at 1335, is there anything at 1335? Already at 66. Wait, what was that? 535, right? I'm going to crunch the screen so we can see it. 535. Not much lower from here, right? Needs to break that. That was last night's session, and then she'll start dropping off like a rock. But what you do is, if I see a nice rhythm, I can switch to this chart. And what these boxes are is the cycle of the market cycle. And what I've noticed where I thought, when I said, ooh, that's crazy, I'll show you why. I call this the dead zone. You know, when the market closes from the previous day. This is pre-market. Okay? Pre-market of the Asian cycle. And look how tight the range is. When the Asian cycle finishes, see how she vibrated and took off? And you could have really cashed in on the overnight session. And then look at the London session, how tight it is. And then she popped it down to some support and resistance level. But the Asian or the New York session is huge. It's too crazy. Look at this. From 9 o'clock to 9:30, it whipped like crazy. And so I like this blue box as tight as possible. The tighter, the better. When it's quite quite a bit, or when it's large, then you have to take it with a grain of salt and saying, well, we have to see which direction it's going to go. Then you look to the left to trade the right. And what you can do is, because this is such a sensitive chart, if I go back to, let's say, a 5-minute and I add the market cycle to it. Let's go market cycle. See how long this is? I don't like that. Yeah, she's still dropping even more. Come on. Don't let it drop all day. I want my 11 o'clock trade. Let's see where we're heading. Are we top of the hour? 10 o'clock, top of the hour? It might be this, guys. See this? Right here. So I might just tap here, bounce up. So what you can do is, as a trader on pre-market, if you see it tight, you can actually take a trade on other side of the of this box here, as the beginning when the market opens and it takes off. Same thing here. You can create an OCO order, either direction. Away you go. This blue one I don't like because it's not within the parameters, like these parameters. So this one was ugly. Now let's go back a few days so you can understand what I'm getting at. Let's do it a few times. Here, this one, see, as you can tell, I don't care for it, but you would just put it either side. You still can make a little bit of profit. We're consolidating here. From here, comes back down. Nice 60% retracement. You would have made a few points. Same thing pre-market. Boom. You can put it either side, but you got to watch it. Now, one thing I'm just realizing, I might have to do a test on this. And maybe this was Jose's test. Let's try something here. I might add it to this market cycle. Because I'm a Fibonacci lover, guys, right? Maybe I'll add it for us, guys, for maybe a very minimal low-risk trade. Look at that, right in there. I think I have to update this indicator. Look at this, guys. Very low risk trade. If the market opened and was starting above it, we could probably put a buy limit on here, and away we go. Here, let's take another look. Okay, just before market was open. Oh, that's okay. We'll just try it. Fibonacci retracements. Let's do it again. So summer, I went the wrong direction. So it would have been from here to here. A little bit higher, but we'll know. Interesting. So I'll do some more research for you guys there. Now let's take a look at the top of the hour. See what it's planning to do, and we're going to go back to that 1-minute chart I wanted to see if, and she's still vibrating. See, she might break down. I wanted to see if it can pull back within the zone again. Other than that, yeah, she's going to keep on pulling down. I just want it to go up a little bit more. $10 o'clock, top of the hour. She wants to fail. We'll see. And last thing. Oh, 11 o'clock might be a buy instead of a sell. We'll find out how far she goes. Let's see here. At 10:07, we'll wait. That one. I don't think there's any trade for me until 11 o'clock, top of the hour anyway, so. You guys got any questions? Anybody have any questions whatsoever? Gotta find that chart. There it is. So she's dropping like a stone. See, there's that trade I was talking about where it touches again, continuation down. Now, because it's top of the hour at 10 o'clock, 10:07, so it went, let's see if the pattern worked. It went down, came back up, curled up, there's a drop off again to 10:07. They'll play like this to 10:32. It is following the pattern, guys. And then I think she'll creep up again, and that's her sell-off, guys, 11 o'clock. Then you can let her ride all day. And watch them try to push it up again, because now we got a good arc coming down. So this is one of the safer trades within this zone here. So I'm right in this zone. And what you can do, let's see. I'm just going to grab a big chunk before the drop off. Right there. Could be there. Or back to market open where you can see it. You can see the two spikes here, 1 and 2. I think it'll probably take the volume point of control in that zone. There you go. Other than that, guys, I've already, I already made my money if you saw it today. And I just want to make sure, if I am going to trade today, guys, I'm staying away from these times, even though we had this, because Nasdaq's very volatile. You really got to watch. But I'll be looking at around 11 o'clock to see if my volumetrics pulls up, then I can get into a good trade. Alrighty, guys. And some of you guys that are on the subscriptions, I'll be talking to you guys later. I'll be doing some kind of Zoom stuff for you guys. Alrighty. You guys have a good weekend. I'm going to shut her down, but I'm just telling you, I'll just post a note that the time I'm looking for is at 11 a.m. Okay? Take care. Have a great weekend.